What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top 10 player playing Risk Global Domination on PC. I have a daily release schedule on YouTube. We do the fixed game on Fridays, and we do this show, the Waiting on Your Best Behavior podcast, on Wednesdays. And today I have a special guest. Is Nick, MMO Pro Nick. How do you become an MMO Pro? Please tell the people.
Oh boy. Well, that's just fantastic. The question that I try to avoid.
Okay.
And
Starting off.
Respond with saying, "This is a stupid name I made up when I was 13."
Of course.
And I just haven't been bothered to change my username on anything ever. This was actually a username that I based off of all things, a Minecraft YouTuber I used to watch as a kid.
Okay.
His name was Popular MMOs on YouTube. I haven't seen him in many years.
Except Minecraft isn't a MMO.
Yeah. He started out by playing Warcraft on his channel, and he also coincidentally never bothered to change his name.
You know, you get a good name, it just sticks. It's catchy.
I suppose.
Mm-hmm. So, tell us about yourself, Nick. You are a younger guy, right? You're still in school?
Yes, I'm 19.
Okay.
A few months ahead, and I'm going to be 20. Just basic college right now, taking 200s classes as a sophomore. Not really anything of note, just a computer science major.
Okay, that's a fun topic. Where are you going to go? Where do you plan on going with that one?
Honestly, I would love to work for IBM.
Ah.
That would be the dream company. But seeing as computer science is such a diverse field by nature, I can really go anywhere. I've had a passing interest in looking at bioengineering, for example, and I could get away with that just fine with my major.
That's what my sister does. My sister is a heart valve tissue engineer. Interesting stuff, eh?
Yes, the many incredible facets of niche jobs in the world.
Alright, so tell us about Risk. Why are you here?
Risk is a game that I have played since I was 7, maybe younger. My family used to have an old desktop computer that ran on Windows 7, and Risk Global Domination was like one of the old apps that you could get really easily on it, because Hasbro had Micropose do it, and Micropose got a deal with Microsoft to make it easily accessible. So my dad played it a lot on that computer, and through him I was introduced to it. It was just me playing bots in 8-player games, not 6-player like this game, but up to 8 players on just the classic tab. So I'm used to very chaotic games at the time. My dad didn't play with me on that computer too much because, well, reckless and not understanding child is not exactly the most conducive partner to play with in Risk.
Sure. But that's how you play anyways, even though you do understand, so.
Well,
You haven't grown at all.
being a crazy person has its benefits.
It does. Unpredictability.
I came to this game after one day, mostly out of nostalgia, just wanting to play Risk. Like, that was purely it, and seeing this game was on the store. And I only came to the Discord because it was advertised in-game. One of the FFA tournaments Stowe was hosting at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Being a person I'm naturally competitive in mobile games. I've tried for numerous different games to try to put my name up at the top. I went straight for it.
Okay.
And my first days on that Discord were... I was mostly in a strategy chat, looking at posts in there, until Buck... I think it was Buck. I'm not completely certain, but I think it was Buck who put in looking for game, and I ended up getting pinged for it. And I'm like, I'll check this out in VC. I have VC perms. And it happened to be the weekend that Spike and Sin and all these other older players.
We got a game.
Were
ready up.
They were all
no. So close.
We've been debated. They were all playing on maps like they started out on Rivertown. That was the first game I ever played on PC. Was a Rivertown game that Spike ended up winning,
Yep.
where he took up half the map. It was an interesting game. I surprised him by being the new person and suiciding into him, trying to even the game out at the end. And then we ended up playing Prog Caps games back when Capitals. The Prog Caps were an increment of 60 troops max instead of the Prog cars going up to 2,000 something.
Right.
So we were playing with 60 troop increment on the smallest maps in the game. Classic Britannia, Iceland, Simple World, all these different Caps games on the most clustered maps in the game where a third of territories were capitals. And nobody could move. We had to try to figure out how to card block each other and win the game.
Did it end by any other way than someone quitting?
Well, if I'm not sure Sin still remembers this, but on the Britannia game, I figured out that I could split off a certain number of troops on my capital and start punishing people for not doing anything. That entire game consisted of me and one other person. I don't remember their name. I don't think they're on the Discord anymore, but she also started splitting troops off the capital and starting conflicts arbitrarily to get people's caps lower.
There we go. And did it work though? Did other people kind of buy in and?
It worked until it was Sin versus Buck and someone else when there was 3 players left and they stagnated the game.
Ready up.
5 hours.
5 hours. See, this is why I don't get caps. Will you help me understand, please? Because I've now played a bunch of caps games with a bunch of different people, and I still don't get it, man. I still don't understand. Everyone keeps acting like there's some sort of strategy, but it eludes me. It just seems like it's a crapshoot.
Well, the thing about caps is people like to say that there's strategy.
Mm-hmm.
There is, but then they proceed to not follow it.
Gotcha.
They proceed to turn caps into a more defensive game mode than it already is, instead of using capitals as your capital should be a basis for you to, like, this is my area, I can safeguard it with this capital, I can start offensives on other people. Not, I'm going to camp on my capital the entire game and do nothing. Which is what happens in too many caps games for some reason.
Okay.
And I've spent my entire tenure on this Discord trying to prevent that in caps games. It's the reason I do belligerent things in my games.
Okay. You're trying to be the change, so to speak? Trying to get other people to see that caps doesn't need to be defensive?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yes, I actively try to cause things to start progressing in caps games. And if they're already progressing, then I mind my own and try slow expansion.
Ah, Raleigh. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad he did it.
You have been screwed with.
No, it's fine. I have a solution. He's not going to like how I get out of this one.
This used to be one of the most popular maps to play caps on when there was 60 troop cap.
Mm-hmm. Why? Why would that be?
Well, this map is very interesting because you actually have to defend your bonuses. The bonuses aren't worth a lot, but back then they were worth enough that people would start pulling ahead and being able to take more territory.
Sure.
Nowadays, I'm not sure how it's going to fare. I've only played like 4 games with the new increment on it. They've been decent games, but they were usually with players like Stove who actively make active decisions. I don't know how these guys are going to play. Well, I know how you're going to play.
Do you? But... Do you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, you have a very clear bonus to take.
Uh-huh.
Very clear.
No, the JJ blocks me! No! He blocks me! Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I was going to run this 4-stack. I was going to make 9 and just run it into his 6. Oh, fuck.
You have been cock blocked.
I hate this game already. Why does this?
Oh, this is
Yes.
this is gonna be terrible. That's why it's gonna be hilarious.
I mean, oh damn it!
I'm really surprised Pink didn't go on their 6 in black and white.
Do those two connect? They do. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, this is one of those maps where corners are usually connected.
Okay.
Oh, my troops spawning in a corner. I'd like to point out that my capital is not placed to screw with green, but
No.
to defend my
To
own
defend your
territory.
continent. Yeah, totally.
But it's not like green was ever going to hold that bonus anyways. That's one of the weirdest bonuses in the game. It just, for some reason, connects to the mainland, the main island, instead of just being those 4 territories. For whatever reason. Have you played this map much?
I played it in the 2v2s. That was when we played this map. I don't know.
I can see that working.
I do not know what the hell to do.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna place too many troops on my capital. 'Cause I have a decent plan of attack. He is doing everything he can to place everything on his capital.
Because he knows.
He knows what he's done.
Yep.
He has insulted your honor. He must pay with his blood.
Well, I mean, somebody has to, right?
I
hope you win this game.
It would be nice. I don't think I've won one of these games over a year now.
Didn't you win like the Caps game we played the other day?
No, I mean on this map.
Oh,
Not a Caps game.
got it.
You left alliances on.
Of course.
Oh, this is going to be treacherous and terrible.
I love alliances.
Fix my damn emote. I want my dancing robot back.
That's true. I really enjoyed the disco robot as well.
I paid for this emote. Give it back.
So a question I wanted to ask you was about rank. But I think I know where you're going to go with it. Like, you don't care at all, right? You don't think it means anything? Or am I wrong?
Rank
Yeah.
is not something I go out of my way to excel at. But it's not that I don't care. There was actually a point where I got up to top 500.
Okay.
But I came to realize that the only thing that was separating me from the players higher than me was that they grinded more.
Right.
It was not a matter of skill. I got to a point in the game where I felt like I could beat anybody in the game with the amount of skill I have in this game.
Yes.
By playing through Discord and playing people who are just really, really good at this game.
Yes.
So I asked myself, what is the point in ranking if there's no in-game benefit for it, and if I already feel like I can beat everybody in the first place? And I decided there wasn't one.
Yeah, it's just you trying to prove shit to other people, right?
Yeah, so I feel like I don't need to rank without both without incentive and without anything to prove. It's just something that I would do, say, for fun. But ranking up to that point requires you to 1v1, and 1v1s aren't the most enjoyable thing to me because they're just repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
I go out of my way to find different weird 1v1 settings. Like, I'm the guy who will play Simple World with 4 bots as a 1v1.
Right.
Because it's interesting and the games are unique all the time. But I could never grind that out because it would lose its flair.
You get
nothing
bored
against
easy,
ranked.
right?
Yeah, I like, look, variety is the spice of life, as I say, and I want to keep that as something I do with variety, not something with monotony. But if the rank system ever changes, it becomes more competitive or conducive to players actually showing their skill, then yeah, I would probably go for it. Because every other game I have played has a ranking system where people's ranks get reset, or they have incentives to go up higher, or they genuinely have to outskill other people. In this game, it's just you put in more time, you get higher. And I don't agree with that, so I don't play ranked. Aside from 6-player games, I leave rank on because there's a small incentive to win.
So how would you redesign the ranking system to make it more reflective of something like of true skill?
Well, first of all, I would make it so that it's more rewarding to play in games with more people, because 1v1s being the most effective way to rank up it's kind of shameful to me.
Shameful. That's one way to put it.
Because the way that you're least likely to play the board game of Risk is the way that you're most likely to rank up in the online version. No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty obvious flaw.
The biggest thing I would do is add some point resetting so that people have to be consistent with their ranks. You can't have somebody like, say, Spike or Stove, who haven't played ranked seriously in almost a year now, and they're still at the top of the leaderboard because nobody grinds that hard. Like, that's the fundamental difference change that I would make.
Yeah, the fact that it prioritizes such long win streaks, and the only way you can really get that is by not playing free-for-all. It just seems like incentivizing your players to do that is not a necessary incentive. You could easily make it something else. Now, when do I rush this guy's cap? Soon, right? Damn it. Are you still there? Oh no, did we lose Nick?
Oh, my mic was muted.
Ah.
I got it interrupted, so I muted myself. What is this white player doing? That should start something. There is another reason besides caps being misunderstood that I play them in such a unique way. I find half the challenge being in a caps game being how you find a way to progress.
I would say that's more than half the challenge. Oh, Raleigh's not standing for it.
Encouraging conflict
Mm-hmm.
is the most lucrative way to start progressing in a caps game.
And you encourage conflict between other people?
Yes, because I may have become a target myself for that attack, but I'm not going to hit it back.
Right.
And that's going to encourage him to do other things.
Because then he'll get strong.
Yes. Oh, that was a good roll.
Yeah, I did all right.
Could kill him. Could have killed him that turn, actually.
Yeah, maybe I should have.
Good game.
Yeah, it was his decision.
It was his decision.
Yeah.
And now you have a stronghold in the center that's almost uncontestable.
Well, I'm sure he's just gonna rush my cap right back. So. Yeah. So we kill each other.
That's a shame.
That is a shame, isn't it?
I never really understood why people choose to start things like that.
I mean, what did he think? What did he think I was gonna do? Or sticks his cap right next to me. Go to hell. Oh, he sends me a heart and then breaks the alliance. Oh my god.
Oh, what early fun.
Yep. No, this was good. This was the exact thing you were talking about, right? It didn't have to stagnate. Now we both lose the game. And then there will be 4 players.
You don't necessarily lose.
Oh, I'm dead. Come on.
You're gonna have a trade-in once you kill him.
Am I? How do I kill him without doing a split, though? Doesn't Raleigh just kill him right now?
Oh, that is possible.
Yeah. And then he kills me. Yeah.
I don't think you can hold that many capitals. That wouldn't be wise.
Well.
Oh, that's a shame.
See you later.
This is actually a good example of why Rivertown used to be the most popular caps map by far. Rivertown games, you almost always knew where people were going to have capitals, except for Storm. She made a name for herself having unique capitals on that map, and a few other players. But that map was almost exclusively conducive to this happening. People either steamrolled one side and started wars with each other on it, or this happens in the center. Like, someone takes the bridge and people just start whacking each other.
Well, at least this game's not going to last much longer. It looks like Raleigh kills everybody. I don't actually think I've played with Horus yet, so that's cool, too.
Yeah, I don't recognize that name at all.
Very reasonable record. They played a lot of Risk.
Oh, would you look at that? His online win ratio is better than mine.
Let's take a look at Nick's record.
I was never one for stats.
680 hours. So it's like most of these online games are what? Caps games? It's like a low number of games given the amount of hours, right? Or do you have a ton?
Well,
yeah.
It's not that most of the games are caps games at this point. I've actually played about an even amount of caps, prog, and zombies. Even fixed, for that matter. The reason the caps games are like this is because we actually used to have way too much fun playing really, really long, drawn-out cap settings during the height of the pandemic. Like, Reverse World was a big one where games would usually go on 4 or 5 hours, and it was just banter. But the game wasn't stagnated. People were always shifting around and trying to get an advantage on the others. So that's where the majority of my hours come from, but it's not where the majority of my games come from. It's mostly an even split. Grief.
Doesn't look good, man. Looks like you're in trouble. How are you going to get out of this one?
I have a deadly dangerous plan.
So the banter's really fun. It's like that's something that's missing from the tournament scene. I would love there to be like, you know, a voice chat tournament.
The closest thing we've ever had to that was the 2v2s.
Sure.
You're chatting with your teammate. I don't know. Tournaments removing dialogue.
Well, that's the end of this game.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You miscalculated.
Wow.
Oh, what a fantastic...
You have a 40 trade! Ha ha! You're not dead at all.
Oh no, quite the contrary.
Amazing.
I have what I want now.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing is,
yeah.
I was actually going to leave my capital and take Pink's lower capital that turn.
Oh. Why?
Well, it would have put Green in a more stable position. It would have disrupted Pink, and White would have had his own territory on the map. I may have become a target for Pink, but at the end of the day, he wouldn't have won the game if he went after me. Sometimes giving other players a capital benefits you in the long run. Oh, maybe I should have killed Green.
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Now he has those cards. But he can't kill anybody.
Yeah, you can just occupy most of the map. It'll be fine.
Ah, yes, it's perfectly normal.
There is an interesting inflection point in these prog caps games where the amount of territory you have really doesn't matter. And it all becomes about the cards.
Yeah. This is not at that point yet.
No.
And the funny thing is, it used to take a really long time in caps games for it to get to that point. People would still fight over bonuses well into 60 card trade-in.
This guy's not even taking a card?
Yeah, he's just given up. It's just rude and wrong.
Well, you gotta try, right?
Alright, sure, let's get the cap away. My death is assured.
Yeah.
But it will be in a glorious manner.
Maybe that's how you be an MMO pro. You do voiceover work. There's no way. Don't do it.
You can't take both.
You can't. Don't do it. He's thinking about it. Don't do it.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well.
Horace has just given up. Okay. Interesting.
How rude.
Yeah, why would he give up, though?
Oh no, I have a trade-in on 3 again.
You always have a trade-in. Why do you always have a trade-in on 3, man? What's up with that?
I don't know. Odds of dice. I have trade-ins.
Oh, I see. No, you take the middle. That's all That's all I wanted. That's really all I wanted this whole game, and it just wasn't meant to be.
It truly wasn't. Is he gonna suicide?
No.
Oh, he's blocked himself. I get to hold this now. No, I once managed to card block a player on classic map who had 200 troops more than me in a prog caps game. In a 1v1. This isn't insurmountable for me.
Gotcha. But you're in the middle. How do you block him?
Well, in this case, I don't block him.
Right.
But I don't think I'm going to be getting help from this man anytime soon.
No.
Oh, look,
Horace doesn't seem to be trying to win the game.
Because he's allied with Pink, and this is just an elaborate alliance system. I never understood lower level players completely adhering to the alliances.
Maybe they think of it as a matter of honor. Are you a dishonorable player?
I honor my blood, kid. Oh no, I missed a spot.
Oh no.
I'm dead this turn.
Yeah?
But that's fine. This is a quick caps game. Not as much as you could expect.
Very.
This isn't too much longer than how it...
Oh my god. Brutal.
Hey, my KD is positive. When in doubt, be happy that your KD is positive.
How do you check?
It's in the battle log. Top right corner. Troops killed and troops lost.
I'm also positive. 69 troops. Amazing.
Yeah! What, are you gonna go for a cap run now? Is that his plan?
I don't know what his plan was.
Oh, he got a terrible roll. Even after all that fighting, he still does not have enough troops for this.
Well, that's not good.
What a shame.
Yeah.
He's immediately lost the fight.
Yes.
I didn't understand why he put his capital there, in all honesty.
I think he made a mistake, because as soon as he did it, he was like putting a bunch of oops emotes. So I think it might have just been an in error.
That stack should be able to take both capitals this turn.
It'll be close.
What an instructive game on how quick a caps game can be.
Well, I mean, if I was trying to win, though, I wouldn't have suicided, so...
You know the point in a prog game where people usually start like taking each other out once you hit that 30-40 card mark?
Okay.
You get to the second traded in a prog game and people start taking each other out?
Sometimes.
That's usually the mark.
Okay.
That used to be the point in old caps games where everybody would start going crazy and trying to take each other's capitals. Because at that point, if you killed somebody and took their capital, it was worth it. You actually gained on troops. And they did that up until the 60 card mark. So there used to be really, really explosive cap rounds right there. That's sweet spot. You don't really get that anymore because people just say, oh, well, my cards are going to scale up.
Right, so they sit there for... I see what you mean.
The funny thing is, it was actually a community suggestion to put prog up, to make prog scale up, but SMG didn't fully implement it the way people wanted it to. Because we wanted it to keep scaling, like it would be +5 every few cards, then +10, +20. So that it would constantly be worth it to take other people out with their capitals if you played well. In this situation, you get to a certain card trade and then it's just not worth it anymore because the caps are outscaling how much the cards are worth.
Are you online? Why can't I see you? We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this Seaport. Why not?
The terror of the old gods.
Let's see how it goes. So what we're doing right now is Nick gave me three games of settings, And these are what? These are throwback games?
Yes, these are throwback games. Mostly played around a year ago now, during the height of pandemic, when the number of maps we have was basically halved. A lot of these settings are a little nostalgic.
I see. You're waxing nostalgic for the old days.
But these are the games I got to know most of the people in the Discord on.
Ah.
At least the ones that were around.
Are there a lot of people... Like, there's more new people than old people, right? A lot of
Yes,
people
there's more new people than old people now.
A lot of attrition.
Yeah, it was like February-ish where people started, like, that balance started shifting and a lot of new players came in.
Mm. How are we going to get 6 people to want to play Caps on Seaport, man? I can't see it. I'm skeptical.
Well, the settings may not be as appealing to them, but I'm sure they'll jump in to play with a big bad streamer.
Yeah.
Look at the glory of stream games.
If only I was streaming. I can't do these interview shows live.
Oh no, you'd be too focused on chatting, and I'd be like, "What?"
Well, what if I say something dumb? Like I always do.
Say something
yeah,
dumb.
like I always do. You're mean, man. Alright, we just need one more person. Yes, okay. So give me some tips on fixed caps. I think I get these settings even less than prog caps.
Fixed caps is about how little you can keep on your capital to keep it safe.
Okay.
In my personal opinion. Fixed caps is the game mode where you basically want to challenge people to try to stop you. You want most of your troops on your side stacks defending your territory rather than your capital. Because your capital should not be your main thing. Mm-hmm. You win a fixed game by taking bonuses.
Yes.
But you can't hold those bonuses if you don't have borders. That's the whole point of fixed caps.
And fix in general.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do the bonuses work in Seaport? This will tell you right away how often I play this map. I honestly don't... Oh, and I get to start? Okay, let's see how these bonuses work. Sure.
Oh, we got the good blizzard. There it is.
Okay.
We got the special blizzard in the bottom right. That blizzard is basically the entire reason people played this map so much.
Why?
Well, because the moment you get that blizzard, on the one in the top left, you get 3 or 4 different bonuses that are all like segmented off from each other. You have a few borders that you have to defend, and then you just send the rest of your troops out to fight. Yeah. This is a war map.
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh. The fun part is, I actually have 2 very, very good cap spots that I can place on.
Should I put my cap on the 4 instead of that spot in the middle?
Most people who used to play this map would have put it on the 4.
Right.
So I could be a complete douchebag and put my cap on the 3.
For a change. You can be a complete douchebag for a change.
I don't know if it's for a change.
Yeah, I don't know if it's for a change.
Or I can put it in a more subtle position.
Yeah, that seems better.
Oh, well, you did it anyways. Astragan's not going to get his on that bottom left 5, that center 5, but he's probably going to go on the right 5.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful cap spot. And it doesn't matter if he gets card block, because it's fixed. The beauty of fixed caps, you actually have to be careful about people behind you.
Like, he would want to leave those territories open behind him?
Yellow... Well, yellow could try to go for the boats. I don't think anyone's going to get the boats this game, though. But it's not like he can just card block black and that's going to be the end of its problems. Eventually, black will break through or he'll lose on the other side. So, if you look at the bonuses, I have to get to that boat in order for my capital to be worth it.
You have to get to what boat? Oh, that's true. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's a funky bonus. But I like going for it. It challenges me.
You just have to get around black.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Uh-huh.
Oh, I probably just killed myself. I really didn't want to attack anything there. The dice did not agree. I wanted to get to 15 because it would have been annoying to take your 4 out. There's a 1 right there, Horace. Telling you to get out of the way.
Yeah, how though? How do I get out of the way?
Now you can fortify.
I'm just gonna hand this guy a bonus.
That's fair.
Who does he think I am?
So fun side fact about this map, the most powerful bonus actually usually ends up being the bonus blue is in. Because it should be the weakest one, but people usually ignore it. Because blue's going to have to defend all of his borders, and people aren't going to go out of their way to attack him because it's more strategically placed bonuses to go after.
Mm-hmm. So he just gets slowly stronger by being slightly out of the way.
Yes.
Ah, that makes sense.
And that player is usually the one who ends up taking action to push the game forward. Either that or the person in the back starts taking all those bonuses. In which case everyone starts ganging up on them. But those games are a different problem. I am lucky to be alive right now. I'm gonna have a lot of issues this game.
You got a lot of issues, Nick.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Ah, you stupid boat. Ah! This used to be a decent frog cards map, but there's better maps that have come out since.
Fuck this guy!
Wow. He has a lot of troops near his bonus. Why? Okay, he's starting to move his stuff around there. I was about to say, there's no reason for black to not. There's no reason for black to not take his bonus, actually.
Yeah, I don't know why he isn't trying.
What the hell? I mean, he can just lose his cap now. Blue has no problems taking that capital with his 11 and putting his 9 on his own cap. Like, that is a free capital if I've ever seen one.
He says, I lost 15 troops.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Because he should have lost 15 troops doing that.
Yeah, seems about right.
That made no sense. I don't know why he went after me. That was rude. being mean to me, Pete.
Am I being mean to you?
No, they are.
Yeah, well, good. Are you in the tournament right now?
No, I got kicked out because Boom went and screwed with me my first game.
Boom, gotcha.
As was expected. He plays like that. And the second round, well, was the dumbest game of Risk I've ever seen in my life.
How so?
That game ended up with me getting suicided on, and then a bunch of people died, including a bot. There was 3 players left, and at one point in the game, there were 5 out of the 6 caps had 1s on them. And Blue went from having like 30 troops in total to being allowed to hold a plus 28 with nothing on his borders. And both the other remaining players in the game let him get to 400 troops, and he ended up killing one of them. And then he lost the game because he didn't defend his capital.
Oh, he lost to a cap run?
Yeah, he lost to a cap run because he wasn't defending a single capital on the board.
Why?
It was one. I could not explain it.
Was he just like newer to caps, maybe?
It was. I don't know. There was no explanation for what was happening because they were very, very active on killing other players. The moment it came to holding capitals,
It's your turn, buddy.
Yes, I see that. I could not. It was painful for me to think about. You know, I can hit that one from that corner, by the way.
Sure. He thinks it's guarded, but it isn't?
Yeah, it's not.
Cool. Good to know. I don't know, man. These settings seem pretty stagnant.
Well, that's because I kind of screwed myself at the beginning.
Oh, like you would be forcing the action a bit?
I would be forcing the action a little bit.
I see.
But, okay. Okay, Black. I don't know what he's doing.
He's like grandstanding. He's trying to sit everywhere.
I'm still a little surprised that Blue didn't just go for Green's capital when it was a 6. Because he had the troops to defend both.
Yeah.
That would have lent itself to some very interesting play. But a Caps game cannot be progressed by the actions of one player alone. It takes a group of people to get these games going. Actually, fix Caps.
Well, I just tried to do something to force the action a bit.
I'm gonna let you know a little secret feat.
Yeah, you have a match?
I have both wild cards.
Ooh.
Oh, only -2. Not yet. It's not time yet. The city will burn shortly.
Absolutely.
Is he not? I don't know what yellow's doing. Oh.
Yeah, that's good. I want to see that.
Yeah, he's gonna start a fight with black. But yeah, Blue's got a lot of borders to hold. But if you actually look at the troop count, he's doing just fine. He doesn't look like he's that strong, but...
So do you want to be bonus pals?
Ah, yes, this will be fun.
Yeah, why not, right? Because, like, you're behind me, so we could be enemies, or you could just have a bonus and I could have a bonus.
Yeah, and you get to have a bigger bonus at
Well,
that.
seems like good for me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And that's why this happens a lot in these games. It's not like you're going to be protecting me, but because your capital's not there. It's either there's a partnership here, or the person who has the capital in the middle just kind of sits on it and does nothing.
Right. Well, I don't want to do nothing. That sounds a little boring to me.
Oh crap! I gotta get to the middle now. Who can I whack to start some shit? Probably green, seeing
Yeah.
as they went ballistic on my 4 for no reason.
I would agree with that.
I do think that eventually yellow's gonna hit Astragan out of the left side.
The left side. He's not going to try and take the continent for himself?
Oh, it's not like you can challenge that capital right now. But if Astragan keeps putting on the capital, then he's not going to be able to defend his smaller stack. Blue is playing this correctly. I do wonder when I'm going to point out that he's not fully protected, though.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him realize that as well.
I can't wait to hit that 6.
Man, this JJ guy is quite aggressive.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
his 6.
Oh, no.
Oh, I lost a lot of troops there.
You're not going to keep any outside?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Well, because I have a feeling he's going to come and hit my 14.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's playing that aggressive. Okay, well that yellow getting in the way is fun. This was one of the earliest 2v2 maps that people played on. It was very unique. This map is very geometric.
Okay.
It was hard to lock up the pathways. Made for some interesting games.
Man,
Okay, well.
he's not guarding his border at all. Ha!
I am not getting good dice today. I'm inadvertently making this very hard for you, aren't I?
Well, I don't need a bonus, right? I can just sit here and play off my cap forever.
Yeah. I can't get around because these floating stacks are too big for me. Oh, I want to expand to some expand.
I know.
Oh, he's getting closer. Break him! Your cap is facing his weakness! Break him! No! You have the option to start trouble with and be unpunished for it.
I know, it's great. I'm biding my time.
Oh, well, that... Oh, man, I forgot that doesn't... These older maps are weird. They used to have... The borders connecting have always been... On corners have always been inconsistent. And that just happened to be one of the times, well... Oh, well, I guess I can't attack that.
Yeah.
Good grief. It's big enough that I can just leave that off the cap now.
Yeah.
Things are gonna get crazy if you ever take
Oh!
the capital.
Oh! Goodness gracious. That was aggressive.
It's been broken! Advance the armies!
I mean, I'm going to have to do something to even this one up.
Yeah, it's on you now. I imbalanced it.
I'm just biding my time.
He's waiting. I really want to see blue break green. Because green won't be able to do anything about it.
It didn't look like that territory had arrows to the one you were talking about. Are you sure it connects? Manor Grove to Pier 3?
You know, I'm not actually sure anymore.
Yeah, didn't look like it had arrows.
It should connect. But like I said, these corners are inconsistent.
Man, Astragan's playing dangerously.
I wouldn't call that dangerous. He's asking to get hit, but he's not asking to die. Eat your capital is scary.
Yeah, I know. This central position is not so bad, huh?
That starts working in your favor after a while.
Oh, he says, I don't want any more of black on this side of the board. Interesting.
Ow, just be useless with those slow rolls, I guess.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
This 9 is in my way. I don't want it here. I have another wild card.
Haha.
I have another one.
Feels good,
Oh,
man.
It's beautiful. It is nice how compact this map is. Only 38 territories. Just this didn't used to be on the smaller end. This used to be on the medium-sized end.
Right. They started coming out with some really big maps more recently.
Yeah, well, the average size is increased to like 55-ish. Like even the smaller maps they come out with are much bigger now.
Well, Classic is 42, right? So I think people often forget that, you know, if Classic map is now on the small side of maps. Like when I play with my buddies, we usually just use 2 boards plus, you know, a bunch of other stuff. to get to 80 plus maybe 100 territories, which is good for 6 or 7 people.
Yeah. I always played with the World Conquest size map. I liked having the extra territory as well. It could be fun having a 2209 for the actual board game.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I love 2209. I think it's a great... You were giving me a hard time about that, though. You said you didn't like those settings.
I don't like that map in this game because I think that map deserves more players than 6 players.
Right.
That's the primary reason I don't like playing that map. I feel like one person gets too much too easily, and everybody else can just take advantage of each other too easily. If there's 8 players, that doesn't happen as much, and the territory is more evenly spread.
Why do you think we haven't gotten 7 or 8 players yet?
Well, I think that for the same reason that SMG hasn't added some of the old game modes that they used to promise that we were getting.
Which is what?
It's hard to develop, and the engine that they run on isn't the most stable in the world. I've seen more bugs in this game than I care to count. At the most I've seen in a game. That title still goes to Ubisoft games, but they have to work with what gets them the most profit, because they have a fair number of employees behind this game for how much revenue it makes. It takes a lot of effort to make something like adding a new game mode or more players for not that much more profit as opposed to a map pack. So aside from it being hard, it's also probably not the most profitable thing in the world.
Yeah, they gotta focus on what makes money.
Yeah. Also, Hasbro has to approve it, so I don't know what they would say about it. Green is 1 stacking, and I honestly hate it.
Do something about it.
I gladly will. Now that yellow isn't sitting in my face. What, no borders?
I don't need borders. I want to see who breaks me.
I don't want to use my wild card. I'm going to trade in for +4 because I don't want to use my wild card. Oh no! I'm hitting green! Oh no! Oh no! How did that happen?
I don't think he likes it.
Sitting in this boat again. Just to remind him of what he did at the beginning.
He took you out of there. He wanted that bonus.
You didn't have to take me out of there. At least not so aggressively with so many other territories to take that turn.
No, he didn't have to. He chose to.
Yeah, he should have been punished for it, but he wasn't. Astrogan is maintaining a delicate balance.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing he's got a stack that large on the other side of the board.
It's one of my favorite ways to play. I like having multiple stacks to manage.
Yeah, but doesn't it inevitably get removed at some point?
It's hard to tell from this point.
Like, someone just gets fed up with it.
Well, it does connect. So this is the part where I don't break you and see what comes my way.
Yeah, nothing comes your way. You could sit there forever.
I'm truly not in a position to do that much.
Yeah, I know, it's rough.
It is.
Your strategy did not work this time around.
And that happens. I have the patience to wait through drawn out caps games.
Maybe that's all. Maybe that's all it is for me. I just don't have it. I've been trying my best to learn it, but
Yeah, you got a lot of energy for these games.
I do.
I'm surprised you chose this round before the prog round, though.
What do you mean?
A progressive round.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. I was expecting you to pick this last.
Man, I almost didn't pick it at all, so. Something about Seaport. I don't think there's a single Seaport video on any of my YouTube videos, so this might be the first game with Seaport on it on my channel.
I was acutely aware of that when I picked this map.
For real?
Yeah. Part of the reason I picked these maps because I wanted to put something unique on your channel.
Cool. Awesome. It's hard to do at this point. I've almost 300 videos.
Yeah, but only one of them has Cheeto fingers in it.
That was a good one. Man, everyone's got 69 caps now.
Oh no!
Oh, he's going for the boats. He's
again.
going for the boats. Astragan, sneaky.
A worthy plan.
It was. But then that leaves Horace in a bad spot.
I mean, he could just choose to ignore it.
What, just let him be behind him?
Yeah. He's kind of been ignoring it at this point. But it will be fun if Astragan gets those boats. That's usually a tipping point for these games.
Why? Because it's +7?
Yeah, that boat bonus is so big that it usually allows people to start snowballing.
Maybe he knows that.
I'm sure he does the way he's been playing. My dog's barking. What is my dog barking at?
What type of dog do you have? Look at all these 69 caps.
My dog was telling me the mailman was here.
Ah. Useful.
It's quite a useful utility. Prepare for water war.
Dude, I can't believe I'm being allowed to hold this middle continent. That makes no sense.
I haven't spit on anybody this game.
I know. I'm really trying not to, too. Just seems to be the right way to play caps.
It seems, but
No? You have to spit on
because
somebody?
people are a bit restricted this game.
How so?
Aside from Mastergan, it's pretty clear to me that nobody else has a clear plan of what to do.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
But this is going to be fun.
Oh, goodness.
But if you'll take a look at the troop counts, Astrigan's not the strongest right now.
Nope.
Oh, the beauty of that bonus. It's so incredibly inconspicuous, but it's usually the second largest held bonus.
Yeah, you definitely
Yours?
called it. Alright, so how does this game end? Like, what will be the driving force to run it to its conclusion?
Well, those two are going to have their little war.
Yep. Ha! 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 Astrigan is in trouble now.
Is he?
I think so.
I cannot allow this to happen.
Oh.
I need Astrigan to start tipping this a little bit.
Yeah, but Horace got out of his way.
Well, Horace sees that and he realizes, well, this is fucked.
I think it's a bunch of Horace shit. Huh? No? I don't think you liked it.
I can probably convince Stove to kick you out of the Discord.
Why?
That was terrible.
No, I thought it was great. This is A material. Convince Stove. I don't think it would require much. Yeah, it wouldn't require much arm twisting.
I can't wait to see what Green does this turn. I would not be surprised if I could suicide it on.
No, he's not there yet.
So after all is said and done, and Black takes the vote, Green's gonna get broken again. I think my end game is to get Green killed right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll give you one guess as to what Stove's favorite bonus on this map is.
North Head.
I said bonus, yeah.
Yes? No?
That's his second favorite. His favorite is the Piers.
Sure.
He likes being the decider of the game. It's such a powerhouse spot. I'm sure you've noticed by now, Stove plays by being inconspicuous for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He loves being the one to take the big action.
I don't know if I'm being terribly conspicuous, though.
You're just kind of there. There are two people you could probably kill right now. So that unfortunately doesn't come with much benefit, does it?
No. Except for you being the next to go.
Oh, sweet temptation.
You want him to try and rush your cap?
I'm just gonna put that alluring temptation there.
Uh-huh. Or you want him to try and rush your 36 stack?
That's to give you something to consider amid this mess.
Consider killing you?
Consider taking that.
Oh, I'm going to take the continent again.
Right.
Oh, did horse disconnect? That sucks.
Wow. Okay. This is bad.
Yep. A bot there would be no good.
I think they brought that 67 up.
I don't think he wants it to be next to the bot. If it is indeed a bot.
He's just sitting there taking it. And now the point of that split.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this sucks.
Well, that bot is either going to cause me a lot of trouble or it's going to go and ruin Astragan's game.
I wouldn't say ruin. You can take it on. I should point out that it's usually not the person from East Rock that gets North Head.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's good for Astragan.
That is terrible news for us.
Uh-huh.
This is a rare exception where they get it for free.
Oh, yeah.
Now we have a bad guy in the game. The villain has entered the chat.
Alright, so what the hell is this bot going to do?
What the hell is Blue gonna do at the end of this? Because he can't sit there forever.
Everyone's just waiting to see what this bot's going to do.
I'm not waiting.
No, you already know?
I already know what I'm doing.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
I am not much concerned for having a large number of total troops. My only concern is positioning of everybody else in the map.
Okay.
It's not the number of troops you have that wins the game. It's how long you last.
Yeah, but like, it takes so long to catch back up.
Not if everybody's fighting.
Yeah, but like, why would everybody be fighting? Look, Raleigh hasn't done shit all game. He's got 230 troops. You can just sit there forever and win the game, right?
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate truth. There isn't too much that can be done to stop that. You can't force people to do things they don't want to.
Right.
You can encourage it. You can make it so that it's not to their benefit to be stagnant the whole game.
Yeah, but like not playing caps, right?
Yes. If you really want to be that way. But I do enjoy caps. Bit of a mind game for me.
Okay. I'm open to there just being something I'm missing still.
I wonder if Stove's awake yet.
I don't know. I see a little crescent moon next to his name.
I don't. Now, a surefire way to tell if he's awake is see if he's sent anything into Discord for today. From Spud Talks. Not a main Discord. I don't think he's awake yet. Huh. That's weird. He was probably doing something late last night then. This bot's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Fucking bots. Just gonna surround my cap too. This fucking bullshit.
Nobody's just. Damn it. This is unfortunate.
This is. I
Of course,
agree.
there, of course, there's always a reason a lot of these maps aren't played that much anymore.
Okay.
There was also
because it fucking sucks, or what's the reason?
it's not that it sucks; it's that people eventually figured out these maps. These maps became solved. So a lot of people who have experience on them. This is what happens half the time.
Right.
Unfortunately, there used to be much more explosive games on it where people were figuring out the maps. I was hoping that's what would happen this time, but now this is what more of a solved game looks like. How incredibly unfortunate.
Yes, how incredibly unfortunate. Can this bot get the fuck out of here? Come on, man. No!
It's not even breaking me. It's just insulting you.
I know! It's such bullshit.
How many times will it split? It's gonna card block the whole map.
I know.
Raleigh, do something.
Nah, he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna sit there with his lead.
This is the part in the game where we would taunt each other, but can't do that here.
What, because you're being VC with everybody?
Yeah. I would tell him black off for not taking that bonus yet, even though there's no reason for him not to.
Yeah. You can just sit there with 100 troops and not worry.
Oh, I don't have to do anything. I got 1 bonus and 2 capitals.
Hey man, I wish I had 1 bonus and 2 capitals right now.
That would be nice for you. Like, he has the best position, but he's still not getting that. He's like only getting 1 more troop per turn than the strongest player.
Right.
But it doesn't matter that his position's strong yet. Let's do this.
Huh? Why? What? I don't.
The bot's being lame. I wanted to see if this was purely a thought experiment with the bot to see if it would actually take that. But no, it's just hitting 1 a turn for some reason. I'm getting kicks out of this game by watching the bot.
Cool. Whatever floats your boat. Man.
How nice would it have been if Blue's bonus got broken by the bot? I want to watch Star Wars.
Which one?
I mostly watch the TV shows more than the movies. Movies have caused so much pain over the years.
Have they?
Not the original ones, but anything after the originals.
I don't know. I like some of the Star Wars movies. Call me crazy.
Well, I enjoy most of them. It's just there's better Star Wars content.
They just got to keep cranking it out. That's what's going to happen now, right? Forever. There's just going to be more and more. Till people get sick of it.
Well, that's what comic books have been doing for 80, 90 years now. They only just now started doing comic book movies on a major scale.
Right.
But no, most of Star Wars revenue has come from the books and merchandise, not the movies. The movies are what kicked it off, but it's a franchise. But not that different from a comic universe.
Yeah, they started really, I think it might have just been a technology thing, right? They started being able to actually make those movies look realistic.
Yeah, but Star Wars has always... The movies have always been impressive for their technology. It goes into them. The CGI got part of it, most of its advancements around the time of Phantom Menace getting started up. He used blue screen back then instead of green screen, but they were groundbreaking.
Yeah, that's what Lucasfilm always does, right? Push the boundaries.
They'd seen what they did for The Mandalorian. It's now becoming standard practice because they put them in a room where they could actually see the background that they were supposed to be standing in.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than it all just being green screen, and it's so much better for the actors. It's like you're standing in the environment rather than just acting off of nothing.
Yeah, well, it helps for the actors to have
This
some
bot sucks.
reference point. This bot does suck.
Somebody break something.
Let's see if that does anything.
Ah, to hell with it. Fuck the bot. Fuck the bot. Fuck the bot. Fuck the bot.
He's done.
Fuck the bot.
He's done with this game. Nick has had enough. Fair enough, man. There you go.
I'm mad at myself more than anything else in this game because I really wanted these settings to pan out better.
They did not. They did not at all.
It will be interesting seeing what happens with my capital. What, not gonna kill him up? There we go.
Yeah, it looks pretty good for Astrogan.
If Blue consolidates, he can take one of those capitals. That is a bold move. Not the one I would have made.
Well, he didn't even bother killing you. He's gonna let you sit.
Didn't care.
He's gonna let you sit there. Yeah, it's terrible.
I wonder if you hit that top capital if you'd get a good enough roll.
No, I want to be friends with Astrogan.
That's rude.
I want to be friends.
You are the evil in this world.
I know. I'm just trying to win the game, man.
That's epic. I guess he really wanted to kill me.
Yep. And he got to. And he got to.
That shit. I don't know if that. I think that helps him more than it hurts him.
What do you mean?
Because now you and Blue can't kill Astrogan.
Well, at least the game's over.
It's got a little bit of life left in it.
I like the gravestone. That's a good one.
Do something unique, Raleigh. Use all of your stacks. All your power. No.
You know he's not going to do shit.
Oh.
Come on. What did you think he was going to fucking do?
I'm banning him from my Discord.
I love how you're like, yo, no, this game has a little bit of life left in it. Ah, damn it. Should have got.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Should have got a better roll on Astragan.
You should have killed. You should have killed Green first. You would have 10 more troops to whack into him.
Maybe. Maybe that was my big mistake. I think I outlast Astragan though. Let's see. Let's see who Raleigh kills first.
Bro, you made this so lame.
He's just sitting on his cap. We both die.
Death!
Oh. Oh! I come second! That's fucking great.
Okay, so I know what the third game I suggested was.
Yeah.
I do have an alternative that doesn't require fog for those settings.
You tell me, man. I'm down for one more.
Frozen.
Classic Frozen? Sure.
Honestly, probably the least played map in Discord games.
Yeah. I played that more than I played this.
You're just experimenting with the maps you hadn't played that day.
No, I think I forget who was hosting a game, but it was cool settings. It was Classic Frozen with blizzards. Extra Frozen.
Yeah. I think
Alright.
blizzards are required on that map, though.
Who am I supposed to ping? I'm supposed to ping Gold and Marin wanted to play next game. Okay, what are the settings?
Just Prog World Dom. Classic Frozen.
Classic Frozen? Cool. Blizzards? No blizzards.
I think blizzards are required for that map.
Got it.
And I don't mean that as in, yes, you should play blizzards. I think that they're, like, physically required to play that map.
The map sucks without it?
I thought it was a permanently on setting for this map. He says it still told me once.
That's funny.
I've never made a game with this map. I've only played on this map.
Okay.
That's a good prog map.
That's
A lot
fun.
of stuff to block up. Didn't we? Isn't this the map we played on Cheeto Fingers?
No, that was World Conquest. Close.
No, where's gold?
Cheeto fingers. That was so funny, man. You're like purposely playing slowly?
No.
Uh-huh.
It was genuinely what happened.
Of course. You just got secret speed out of nowhere.
I think that was lag on my part. I think the internet was lagging, so it didn't look like I was playing all those moves, and then caught up with the bitrate, and it's just like...
Whatever you gotta
Well, I'd
tell.
already-
Whatever you gotta tell people, man. I don't believe you for a second.
You don't believe yourself, even, Pete.
No, I don't. I don't believe myself. I am full of shit. Alright, who wants to join this one spot? Did I ping looking for game? No.
The pinging stove. He was supposed to be awake by now. Hey, he's not. I'm gonna yell at him.
You yell at people?
Oh no, never!
Yeah. You're not known for yelling at people.
But there was a time when that was true. Well, there was once a time I was the most introverted person
And then what happened?
that you'd ever see.
How did you get over it?
Hell, honestly, it came through online communities.
Okay.
It was just interacting with people on Discord. There was a game I used to play. It was basically a gacha game for mobile. It was a Star Wars game. And I played it because my dad was playing it at the time, and it was Star Wars. And obviously, I'm a Star Wars fan. But to get anywhere in that game, you basically had to be on the Discords. And a lot of the people I knew were so nice. I always got on well with people older than me, even as a kid.
Mm.
But I could not stand talking to people my age.
Why?
Well, I just don't vibe with them that much. I still have my friends in my friend group, but honestly, even people like 2 years younger than me, I cannot relate to them at all.
All right, ready up?
In any capacity. That's
What?
like the age barrier for people who don't remember what life was like before cell phones.
Right. That was very much a thing. I used to have friends throw rocks at my windows at night to get attention.
It raises more questions than I would like to ask.
Well, no, like if you can't call the house because it's too late, sort of thing. But you still want to hang out with your buddy, so you just go down there and you throw a little pebble at the window, make some noise, that sort of thing.
I suppose. Oh, bots being bad already.
Already.
Sure. You think they'll still get out of that bonus and let the bot have it? That'd be fun. Yeah. I used to have a social counselor who encouraged me to try to be more outspoken, and it just took years of trying to be more outcoming with people, to not be as introverted as I used to be. But I still keep to myself a lot.
So I was
when I'm not
I was very introverted,
doing
but
this.
like I kind of made a point to like I didn't want to be, so I just kind of made a point to really work hard at, whenever you feel that shyness or nervousness around other people, to just push through it and be like, no, I'm me, I love me, I'm happy to offer the good stuff that I can offer to the world, and if people don't like it, then that's their problem. And slowly it became fake it till you make it, right? It slowly became more true.
Yeah. I still keep quiet moments to myself, but I can hang in conversations now. Not so much one-on-one like this. I'm not the best at one-on-one,
Why?
but in group, as you've seen, I shine in groups.
Shine. You shine.
One-on-one's awkward for me because, like, there was a time in my life when I was like, I had a limited number of friends, and it was usually just talking to that one person. And there's a few specific people that I still talk to today, but we got to a point where we knew each other so well that it was hard to say anything without knowing what the other person would say. It was just weird. We ran out of things to talk about in conversation.
Well, imagine being married. It happens, man.
Oh, my 3 is trapped. What have you done to my 3?
Just
Your 1 die now.
Just roll it into Asylum's 4. That'll fix it.
Oh. No.
Trust me, that'll fix it.
No.
Yes.
Australia blizzard's very intrusive.
Yep.
This is a good. I really like the 3 classic maps for Prague World Dom.
Okay.
They're very easy to choke up.
Yeah.
Not completely immobilized.
You can, like, direct people the way you kind of want them.
Yes. You know, the old Windows 7 Risk game I played on had caps, and playing with those bots, it's nothing like playing with people.
Yeah, well, I maintain that people don't actually want a good bot.
Yeah.
They don't want a bot that can reliably beat them.
That's what those bots were. Like, they were very difficult to deal with because they would hit you. They would go out of their way to hit you. Especially if you broke an alliance with them, like they would target you.
Oh yeah, they took it personally.
Yeah. And they were actually smart enough to adhere to alliances when it benefited them, but break them when it didn't. But they were interesting bots. They never held stacks that went beyond 20. Like, the biggest numbers I ever saw in that game were on to 20. I was playing a game where, like, you just had to keep hitting stuff. The dice were different, as in this game. In that game, the defensive dice were actually stronger than the offensive dice.
I wonder if Astrogan knows that his 5 is fucked.
Probably knows. You should get that out of there.
Nope, he won't be getting it out of there. Yeah, that 5 is not going anywhere.
I played caps in that game. And there was a campaign mode. It was really, really hard. To this day, I still have not beaten it.
Hmm.
And I have the game on this computer, and I cannot get past this level, despite all I know about Risk today. Because these bots are dangerous. They hit you. There is a caps mission where it forces you to have a capital or Urkutsk on this map, and you have to try to win the game. You can't get a bonus, but these bots will hold their bonuses in their borders. And they will attack you.
So were the capitals work the exact same way?
Yeah, the caps still have an extra dice. You have 4 defensive dice and 2 attacking dice. But you can't sit on the capital.
Dice. Wow.
You can't sit on the capital because it's same time risk. So multiple territories can attack you at the same time and overpower you. So, like, Irkutsk, I could have Kamchatka, Mongolia, and Siberia all attacking me at the same time, and there'd be more attacking dice than I have defending. So, this is why it's my favorite mode of Risk ever. You have to take more territory, and you have to have more stacks. You can't put too much on one stack, because you can lose a 13 to, like, a total of 8 troops if they're split between 3 territories. And it's not even hard.
Oh, they'll just punch.
Yeah, they'll punch, but you can't take that 13 and put it on one territory and take an 8 really easily. You'll lose a lot of troops doing it. You can't just big stack. You have to split your troops, and it is so intricate. Bots were really good at that because the bots
is
in this game
still around? Like, can you still play it?
You can download this on My Abandonware. I could probably send that to you later.
But there's no players, right? There's no more like online play, right?
there used to be online play. It's definitely not active anymore because Micropose, the company that made the game, probably doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
It's called Risk 2. It's like it's some early 2000s is when the game was made.
Wait, is that the same Risk 2 that I remember?
It might be.
I'm looking this up right now. Yeah, I had this game. Sorry, this one's 1996. I think we're talking about different Risk 2s. Alright, yeah.
Well,
of course Astrigan loses his stack. Well, how did he not know that that was going to happen? Come on, man.
This is not 1996. This is 2000. This
Right.
is a sequel to the 96 game.
It was a different Risk 2.
I don't think there is a different Risk 2. There's like 7 different Risk games that have released throughout history, including a Risk game that was made in the 80s on PC. Like, it's surprising how much history Risk games have on the internet, but there's only one Risk 2 that I'm aware of. You're probably looking at the same one. But I'd take Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture playing in the background.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Oh, Astrigan says, I'm not letting someone eat me for my cards. I'm going to trade them in. I'm really surprised he put those extra 3 troops on Madagascar. Because, like, he had to have known that the bot was going to kill him.
But yeah, you can still download this game on iAbandonware. It's hard to get it to work. Oh, because it's built in Windows 7, you have to do something with the properties of the game to make it work.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would totally be able to figure out and have no trouble with at all.
Well, there's a few things on the internet that can tell you what to do.
I'm so bad at that stuff, man.
But yeah, I love this game. I still wish that Same Time Risk was in this version of Risk.
That which was in?
Same Time Risk, because the bots in this game play in a way that they would be amazing at Same Time. Like, we'd actually have good bots in this game.
I don't know if I understand what Same Time is. Like, not turn-based?
Same Time is everybody on the board takes their turn at the same time.
Okay.
You pre-plan all of your attacks, and all of those attacks happen at once.
That's awesome. Why don't they have that?
I couldn't tell you. But, like, I could have my 6 attack Yellow's 9 and his 9 attack my 6, and the troops would clash on the way to each other before hitting each other. And Yellow could use like 6 of his troops instead of all 9 to attack me with, and still have 3 defending. Like, you could split off like that during attacks. Everything was planned. Yellow's 5 and White's 5 could team up on my 1, and then they'd have to fight each other for dominance over the territory. So that worked. I love this game mode. Because you never knew who was going to attack something that you were going for. One territory at a time. And then at the end of the round, you could extend over one more territory with one of your stacks.
Like make an additional attack?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, you couldn't do what we do where we take one big stack and run around the entire map. No, you have to go one space at a time each turn, and everybody else is as fast as you.
Oh, so you really have to plan ahead and also anticipate what everyone else is trying to do.
Yes, and you have to defend what you have. You cannot afford to lose too much territory because you will fall behind. Because the amount of territory you have is actually important for how fast you can expand.
Because you can only go one out, but you can go in each direction.
Yes.
Ah, sure.
and you can do multiple attacks from one territory. Like Ukraine, I could hit every single one of the territories around me at once. I wouldn't win, but
Yeah.
I could do that attack.
So if you did end up with a huge stack in one spot, you could attack out from it in an explosive way.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've put in numerous requests in the Blitz suggestions for this game mode to be added.
Well, that was shitty.
Oh no! He got screwed over. Bot's angry.
Yeah.
Angry at existing. Yeah, it looks like you're not killing me this turn, though.
Looks like I'm not killing anybody.
But I know my target. There's like one playthrough of that Risk game on YouTube. Kind of sad. Before, it was made long before YouTube's time, and Windows 7 kind of expired before YouTube got big.
Okay.
So there's really not much internet history for the game.
I still got my one Risk game from Sega Genesis. You talk about internet history. That's history, yeah.
Let me see if I can find the oldest Risk game.
Like the oldest Risk video game?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. The actual board games had a number of revisions that have been released over the years, too. There isn't just the classic map.
Oh, yeah. I have, like, the Lord of the Rings, and the Game of Thrones, and the Europe, and the 2210 AD. There's a few.
There's a Star Wars one out there somewhere.
Yeah, but it isn't Star Wars. It's just classic map with a different skin on it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I noticed that. They made a bunch of those, too, where it was just like, at least give me a new board, please. Don't give me the same board that just looks different. That's stupid.
Apparently the original revision was Castle Risk, where they used the European castles instead of the classic map.
Yeah, I have that.
You gotta show your collection someday.
Sure.
The internet.
I'll put it on. I'll make a video of, like, these are all my Risk boards. Nick, you're running out of time. What are you doing? Did you bot out?
I got distracted.
Seems like a crucial turn to be distracted. Oh, snap!
Well,
I can't pay that off. Alright, so Solemn kills Astrigan. Then what happens? Then he gets the 25 match and he can just win from there. I think that's game.
I missed a card, and I'm still the strongest player on the board by virtue of the bot screwing with everybody else.
Yeah.
It's funny how Yellow's got troops locked behind me. Asylum can't use them. JJ Watt. Trade it and kill white. Trade it and kill white. Please.
Someone asked you. Maybe Astrigan got a match. Maybe he's not dead. Oh, he's gonna,
yeah!
Yeah, he's gonna do it. 69.
Deny the troops! Oh no, he's not gonna do it. Yes.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so now the key is I'm kind of protecting. I'm kind of protecting Asylum.
Man, ask me I got fucked by this bot twice this game. This whole game was ruined.
I like how much stuff I've had next to the bot, and it never even attempted to hit me. Hey, many stacks.
Yeah, lucky you,
Many,
huh?
many.
What the fuck? Why do you have so many troops?
I went 6th, and I've never been attacked.
Never.
Just
Just
once.
sitting in the perfect spot.
I've been given amnesty. Oh, fuck.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
I will be fine, but I'm just kind of. I have the problem that I didn't take that card, but I really need it because I'm kind of the 6th player.
I thought about bugging you, but I was like, nah, he's got this. And then you ran out of time.
Good bot. Somebody has to kill the bot eventually.
We'll worry about that when it's time. Yeah, I don't have a set on 4, I know. Yeah, I know. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh no! Pete's gonna die!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They just got that one on you.
I die.
I think he's gonna be too locked in by himself to be able to kill me.
Sure wish I had that 4th position.
Wish I had that 4th card.
That, too.
Owie zowie. I think I died now. Oh, it's going for yellow. For my 9.
Yeah.
I failed. Meant to put more troops in Siam that turn, but I got distracted looking at old legacy risk games.
Good for JJ. Man, I did not have the best luck today.
Yes, quite unfortunate.
So, you got a set on 3, like you always do?
Oh, because I missed a card. I miss a card, I don't get a set until 5. 90% of the time.
We all lost to the bot.
I didn't lose to the bot, I lost to myself.
Right. Whatever you need to tell yourself. Alright.
They made a Warhammer risk game.
Well, there you have it, guys. Is there anything you would like to get to that maybe we didn't before we end?
I'm gonna be honest, not really.
Alright.
I can't think of anything.
Thanks for showing me the old school settings, man. That was cool. And it was also really cool to get to hang out with you when you were being a little bit more not completely silly the entire time. So that was this is a cool side of Nick that I don't normally get to see.
Well, there's always a time to tone down.
There you go. Well, thanks a lot for doing the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
I hope it was fun. And I hope everyone enjoyed the show. I'm going to sign off now. What do I usually say? If you like the show, if you're interested in getting better at Risk, come on down to my channel, subscribe. I do a show every day. Fridays I do the fixed game. On Wednesdays is today's show, we do the podcast, and every other day I do whatever I feel like. So until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.